Yeah, as I stand here in between two massive forts that was built by the Spanish here outside of their own land in their global exploration or exploring the globe and making a mark from the historical past. This fortress, or the fort itself, and the major and solid walls took 250 years. That's almost 4 generations. As explained, as human beings, we can't take this, and we can't even enjoy by the time the people who decided to build these massive structures for the defense of the same kind, the humankind. Yes, we are unable to stop and contend with what we have got, and we go from building all this to having absolutely nothing, and we become part of the earth. And there is the proof of that. Even that, one needs to make a statement. We need to let the peaceful fallen rest in peace as they have left us, and remind ourselves to be kind towards each other and care for each other's values and value systems that have been lived for centuries, millennia, and ever since humans evolved on this planet. As I travel through my own life journey, I'm discovering more and more about our human struggle, our human greed, and our human needs, and what we are not satisfied with. And we are causing such a pain and destruction and division and divide between our own kind. What would you call it? The humankind. Just the one kind that we all coexist with one another. And if we did, these fortresses and these defensive walls are never needed or required. All I'm saying is just pause and reflect and see, if we were all good to each other, if we were all nice and caring and thoughtful and respectful for each other, as the time when we become part of this world's living, we would not have to build these structures. Yes, we can build these structures to translate and express our thoughts through creations or creative ideas, through good and beautiful. But we can at the same time be harmoniously living side by side with one another. It is important we remind ourselves over and over again, but all we are doing is repeating exactly what we are so capable of: destructing each other and destructing and dismantling each other's connections to this world, to this earth, to this ocean, and to one another. And for that reason alone, the governments have to be formed. That reason alone, the religious order was brought upon on human beings. For that purpose alone was born the banks that also bring some sort of order and respect, and earning respect or buying respect through greed and selfishness, increasing the wealth, not the knowledge, and understanding human values and human dignity and human respect. All I can say is, when you travel the world and when you discover how this world has been constructed and built, look through this gap You see this great and mighty ocean that we can sustain our life, but we even have destroyed that by overfishing and been taking more and wasting it. Our natural balance of this world has been altered because of our greed. We have multiple items of what we require and what we need, but we can't use all of them at once. We can only use one at a time. So, my dear fellow human beings, pause and reflect. You all might think that I'm a lunatic and an idiot. Yes, I may be an idiot to majority of our world citizens, but at the same time, when you get to a stage in life, you will find it. What I'm talking about is some sort of sense. Maybe not what I'm saying, but you may discover on your own what I'm talking about in your own journey's discovery as to what human beings are all about and what our temporary purpose in this life has become. And it's become covered and protected in these large structures of buildings. Only the very few and the elite can enjoy and prosper and continue to prosper, and their families. But on the streets of the entire planet, all I stumble across is the struggle, the unemployment, the destitute, the suffering, the struggling, and we are further eroding their stability and their peace and their tranquility of life, and that we are further creating a massive disparity between the elite, the haves and the have-nots, and making our lives a very painful and difficult struggle, and causing a significant amount of unhappiness, unfortunate sense of sensibility in individual lives. And that to me is my own suffering, to see these people struggle, see these people suffering. As I continue my journey, I tend to encounter, I do what I can do to develop the mind in a little way, one at a time, how I can, just to improve that person's mindset and to improve the way that individual think, to change himself, to become a better person, and then most of all contribute something to his life, add value to his life, and in turn will add value to his community, his own family, and then beyond to the nation and to the world development of its entire universe that he's living on. Thank you, and I'm going to further discover this beautiful and amazing historical land of San Juan and the further afield of the entire country of Puerto Rico, which is now under territorial integrity and dependency of the states of North America, United States of America. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day and a glorious morning.